Hey VC, it's Jonathan, your cheap and cheerful record collector. Hope everybody's doing well out there today. This is going to be an entry into Dylan from Noble Records' 7,000 subscriber contest. 7,000 is just a number beyond just unbelievable. Well deserved, does a great job, and always shows really interesting stuff. So these are all, as you will go through, my opinion. And these are not set in stone, obviously. As someone said, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. So, if you don't agree with my opinion, that's fine, but these are just my opinions. So, first off, he says, your best all-time finds. So, I went in order, and about 3 years ago or so, I was at a local Goodwill, digging around, and this popped up, the Meters. And it's an original on Josie in excellent condition. I was completely blown away to see this at a Goodwill, an original pressing of the Meters. This is, it is called the Meters, but they have sophisticated sissy, the sissy strut, ease back. It's just an amazing record. So that was a really amazing find. Really happy to find that one at Goodwill for like $1 or so. So there you go, the Meters. Next find, I was at a friend's house, a friend of a friend's house actually, watching football about 2 years ago. And time for a bathroom break, I went down to the basement and he had a stack of records sitting stacked up, not sideways, just stacked on top of each other. So I went back upstairs, we started talking about the records. I made a deal, I bought everything he had. And in there, without really looking through them all, I found this one, which I had never seen before. It's a UK pressing, and it's the Deep Blues Harmonica of Walter Horton. Pretty obscure blues musician. Very obscure album, really hard to find, but fantastic. Walter Horton died in 1981. This is on JSP Records, England. And a great blues album. This particular recording was made in Chicago Club in the late 1960s and has never been released until this recording came out. So, a great album. The Deep Blues Harmonica, Walter Horton. Next one, my last one for the best finds, best all-time finds. This one actually a friend of mine found and gave it to me because he doesn't really collect, but he saw it and thought I would dig it, which I have. So it is Ornette Coleman, The Shape of Jazz to Come. And not only is it Ornette Coleman, but it is if I can get out of here, an original Atlantic pressing. So it's the first pressing, not in perfect condition by far, but considering it cost me $2, I can't complain. So really happy to have this in my collection. Ornette Coleman, The Shape of Jazz to Come. So those are my 3 best finds. The next one is the best song ever. Again, it's just my opinion. My favorite song, or one of my favorite songs of all time, is on this album, Dylan Blonde on Blonde, and it's Visions of Johanna. Every time I hear it, I still get goosebumps, even though I know every chord and every all the vocals of the song, all the lyrics. Just amazing song. Story I heard was that Dylan was sitting around with Phil Oakes, Tom Paxton, a bunch of other singers in the 60s, and they were all swapping songs back and forth. Phil Oakes says, I've been working on the song for like 6 months. What was it? There But For Fortune. All right, he wrote this song called There But For Fortune. It took him months figuring it out, getting it working. And he played it, and they all go, that's nice. Dylan goes, I wrote this last night and played Visions of Johanna. And Phil Oakes said he couldn't pick up a guitar for 6 months after that. So, my favorite song is Visions of Johanna. The best rock and roll song, I got 2. One is absolutely, they're both classics, but this one, to me, is probably one of the best rock and roll songs ever written. It's on this Chuck Berry album. It's Johnny Be Good. Rock and roll doesn't get much better than Johnny Be Good by Chuck Berry. And then while we're doing classic rock and roll songs, probably for me, the greatest rock song of all time, bar none, on this album, Satisfaction. I know we know it. We're sort of blasé about it because we've heard it a billion times, but Satisfaction, greatest rock and roll song, in my opinion. There you go. How do I keep track of my collection? I have just over 3,000 albums now, and I put them all on Discogs. I put them on as I get them. I started with a couple hundred albums, spent a lot of while putting them on. I don't rate them. I don't put condition. I just list what I have. I started doing that when I started buying duplicates by accident. You go to a record store, you see something, you get all excited about it. You get home, you go, I already have that record. So to avoid that happening, I put them on Discogs, which I then have downloaded on my phone, and then I can see what I have so I don't keep buying duplicates. But yeah, I think Discogs is a great way to go. Easy to use and easy to bring up and see what you have. A record I never sell. Sentimental, again, this is a record. Horace Silver, and this is Songs of My Father. Yeah, song for my father. This particular album came from a friend of mine who unfortunately passed away about 6 years ago now, I guess. And Alan passed away. His partner called me up and said, I have about 6 cases of records here that were Alan's that he'd like you to have. So I went over and picked up all 6 cases of records. And there's some stuff in there that I have in my collection still from him. But this is the one that I play. Whenever I play, I think of Alan, who's unfortunately gone now. So this record, which is a fantastic record, I would absolutely never sell. Favorite music documentary. This was hard. I love the Lee Morgan documentary called I Call Him Mr. Morgan. Just great. But I gotta think the best documentary is the place I was at, was Woodstock, the Woodstock movie. It's a documentary, it's a concert film, it was real, and I was there. So for me, I gotta say the Woodstock movie is my favorite music documentary. Best gift. A friend of mine came over one day. He's a musician and builds guitars, and but he doesn't collect records. I don't know where he got this from, but he said, I have it sitting in the house. I've had it for a couple of years now. I've never listened to it. I want you to have it. And he gave me the Nick Drake box set. So I don't think you get much better on a gift than the Nick Drake box set, the complete recorded works. Comes with the booklet, which has lyrics and photos. And each record is in its own little sleeve with the songs listed on the back. Each one's different. Each sleeve is different. There's 2. And 3. So, without a doubt, the best gift I've ever got was the 3-set Nick Drake box set. And let's see, the last question is, do I have a ritual for listening to music? Well, it depends on the time of the day and what kind of mood I'm in. Usually if it's during the day and I'm listening, see, I'm retired, so I don't have to work at the moment. My wife works a couple of days a week, so when she's out, that's sort of my time to listen to music. I come up to my music room here. If it's during the day, mid-afternoon, I'll probably make a cup of tea and bring something to eat. I'll come to the room and sit back and listen to music, sit in my chair and enjoy the tunes. If it's at night, pour myself a glass of red wine, come in my room, and then I'll probably use the headphones if it's at night and sit and listen to music. So those are my answers to Dylan's 7,000 subs contest. If you don't know Dylan, you don't know Noble Records, got to check him out. Always finding amazing stuff. I don't know how he does it, but he's constantly finding stuff that is just mind-blowing. He just today had a video, or maybe it was yesterday, put out a video of a bunch of soul records he got. Just like, I don't know where he finds this stuff. It's just unbelievable. I wish I lived a little bit closer to Charlotte, North Carolina, because I'd be in a store a lot, dropping some big bucks. But being I'm not anywhere near there, that's not going to happen. Okay, that's it. Like I said, if you don't know Dylan and Noble Records, check it out and subscribe. And until next time, everybody, peace.